Hey everyone, welcome to another review, and here's my review for the movie Bridge of Spies. Bridge of Spies stars Tom Hanks and is directed by Steven Spielberg and written by the Coen brothers. Yes, a movie written by the Coen brothers, directed by Steven Spielberg, and starring Tom Hanks. That should tell you right there. Review over. I'm just kidding, totally kidding. This movie, Bridge of Spies, is like a movie that takes place during the Cold War, and that's like a spy political movie, and I want to go more depths with the storyline, but I was thinking in my head, the only way I could talk about this movie is if I give almost everything away, every plot device, everything about this movie away. I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to say whether I like this movie or not. Did I like this movie? Hell yeah, I love this movie. Bridge of Spies is a movie you gotta run out and see. This is a huge Oscar contender for sure. This movie was fantastic. Tom Hanks is in this movie, and he's a very likable, awesome character. And I know, typical Tom Hanks, he's playing a likable, hilarious character. Who cares? Tom Hanks does it very good, and this is one of his best performances I've seen in years. You know, I loved him in Save Mr. Banks and Captain Phillips. This performance is fantastic. I hope he gets an Oscar nomination for the performance he gives in this movie. It's fantastic. And this is his fourth collaboration with Steven Spielberg. You can Saving Private Ryan, Catch Me If You Can in the Terminal. This is number 4, number 4. And yeah, it's great. It's great. I love this movie. This movie is not as good as Saving Private Ryan and not as good as Catch Me If You Can, but hey, it's better than The Terminal, but a lot of movies are. But yeah, Bridge of Spies is a great movie. It's a great movie if you love political movies and spy movies. If you like movies kind of like The Debt, that kind of thing. And it's almost like The Debt meets like Good Night and Good Luck meets like JFK. Sort of like that, kind of like that. Yeah, this movie is very, very good. Very well told. The Coen brothers did a fantastic job with the script, and Steven Spielberg just did an amazing job directing these movies. He's really good at movies like this. He's good at making movies like War Horse and Lincoln and this. I love this movie. A lot of people will call the movie Bridge of Spies like Oscar bait, but it isn't. It's a very solid piece of work. It's a solid piece of cinema, and it's a movie I will be definitely looking at a few times in my future. I loved this movie. I thought it was so freaking good. It's got a lot of dialogue. That's where it gets most of its laughter and a lot of its thrills from, is the dialogue. It's a dialogue-filled movie. If you do not like movies with dialogue, a lot of dialogue movies, pretty much like the Before trilogy, Good Night and Good Luck, Ides of March, shit like that, movies like that with all dialogue. If you're not a dialogue person with all dialogue, I'm saying dialogue a lot, I apologize, but if you don't like movies with a lot of dialogue, you're not going to like this movie. You're going to get bored as shit. If you're wanting a spy movie like James Bond, gunfires and explosions, and you want like a movie about the Cold War with submarines and shit like that, boom, boom, that kind of shit, if that's the kind of shit you're into, that's fine. I'm into that shit too, but this is not that kind of movie. This is a great, dramatic thriller, and it's beautifully crafted. Steven Spielberg, my favorite director of all time. I love the Spielberg. I love Steven Spielberg. This is definitely not his best movie, not even close, but it's a great film. I loved this movie. Tom Hanks was fan-freaking-tastic. The entire supporting cast give A-game performances. But Tom Hanks better get an Oscar nomination. I hope Steven Spielberg does too. This is truly a great film, and I'm glad this week 3 great movies came out. Goosebumps was fun. Crimson Peak was very harshly rated, but a very good movie, and this movie was good too. This movie and Crimson Peak are almost like right there with each other. Crimson Peak might be at the edge a little bit, but this movie was completely solid. I loved it. Great writing, great direction, great thrills. You're on the edge of your seat through the entire third act of the movie. You're very satisfied when the movie ends, and it's very good. It's very well done, very thrilling, very dramatic. I love dialogue movies, and this is a great dialogue movie. And yeah, you want to see a good spy thriller based in the Cold War with a great performance by Tom Hanks, an amazing direction by Steven Spielberg, then yeah, this is the movie for you. Check this movie out. Scale 1 to 10, I'll give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. So yeah, check this movie out. Bridge of Spies. Awesome movie. So yeah, that was my review of the movie Bridge of Spies. So yeah, in the comment section below, please tell me, what is your favorite collaboration movie with Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg? Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg. Comment below, let me know. Mine is Catch Me If You Can. Catch Me If You Can is one of my favorite movies of all time. One of my favorite Spielberg movies of all time. But yeah, that was my favorite collaboration movie, Spielberg and Tom Hanks. But what is your favorite? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.